Scarlet Park, Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere.
My life. What's up YouTube, it's Desi and I'm back with another video, you guys. And this video is going to talk about as far as for phlebotomy. Now I usually like to do all of my videos with phlebotomy and tell you guys the ins and outs as far as for phlebotomy. I know a lot of people are actually interested into becoming a phlebotomist, so I figured that this video will be something good as far as for you. This video is going to be as far as for what they do not tell you as far as for phlebotomy. Now this can go for just anything. I wouldn't say it's specifically just for certified phlebotomists. This can go for any type of phlebotomy that you're trying to get into the field, whether it's for medical assistant phlebotomy, working at a plasma center phlebotomy, working at a hospital phlebotomy, even working at a nursing home phlebotomy, or even being a traveling phlebotomist. So hopefully this video will be able to help you. So this video is going to talk about what they do not tell you as far as for phlebotomy when it comes to working at a plasma center. If you guys look at any of my previous videos, I talk about how I was a phlebotomist at a plasma center. I started off as a donor floor tech and I worked my way as far as for getting cross-trained with phlebotomy and receptionist. So receptionist, you pretty much work in the front where you pretty much make sure you're taking their vitals, hematocrit and stuff like that, protein level and stuff like that, and making sure that they're good to get cleared before going to the donor floor. And then at the donor floor, you're pretty much helping assist with certain areas, watching the donor, help assist as far as for making sure that they don't fall asleep throughout their entire process. Also making sure that, you know, they're doing everything right when it comes to pumping and everything like that. And of course the phlebotomy will be assisting with the stick, whether it could be where we're getting a tube, or it'll be where we're just going ahead and making sure you have a successful stick throughout the entire process for donating plasma. Now I did have three things that I want to mention as far as for what they do not tell you. So the number one I would say is that you do not need a certification when you're looking to become a phlebotomist at a plasma center. The reason why I say that is because they train you with every single thing. They train you with every single thing. Now, however, if you're looking to get more pay, a certificate can be something good. That can be a plus. If you have a certification already, that can be a plus as well too. But you do not have to have a certificate when it comes to working at a plasma center as far as for phlebotomy. Now many people when they go to a plasma center and whatnot and they see the phlebotomy position, they automatically apply for it. Now me, gradually, when I first started with you know, my experience with phlebotomy, I did apply for the phlebotomy position, but I started off as a donor floor tech. So that's why I just don't want you to be so shocked if you've applied for a phlebotomist and you pretty much start off as a donor floor tech. Most of the time they want you to work your way up, but you do have some people there that's a senior phlebotomist. They've been there for a while. They can stick like this. And then you just have the regular phlebotomists who pretty much help assist with anything, and which is, I still think is decent. The bad part that I would say about training on with phlebotomy, I feel like everybody don't take it as serious. Me personally, phlebotomy is a serious industry with the medical assistant, with the medical field. If you do not know how to stick and you're, you know, taking your time, playing around and stuff like that, do not enter the field, because I'm telling you, with phlebotomy, you have to make sure you pay attention to every little detail. You also have to monitor every patient, and not just the patient, monitor yourself as well too. A lot of people, they kind of mess up with phlebotomy with you know, accidentally needle sticks, or also just, you know, they freak out when they see the donor reaction or anything like that. If you're willing to handle those type of things, phlebotomy could definitely be something for you. I feel like most people should go ahead and get their experience with it just to try to see if they like it, and if so, just going forward with it, you know. Yeah, a certification will not be required. A certification is a plus. Just like a certificate is not required for phlebotomy at working at a plasma center, it is just a plus. So you can get extra money depending on where you work at, if you can try to negotiate that way in. But yeah, for the most part, they look for most people who already have experience with phlebotomy now, probably because they're trying to get people like this. But yeah, that's not really a requirement. The second thing I would say is that you get all types of patients. So one thing about me, my channel is a no judge zone. You know, I don't judge anybody or anything like that. I just like to tell you straight up as far as for what you're going to see when you go into the field. And for the most part, when working at a plasma center, we got all types of patients. We had got police officers. We made sure we had got some teachers. And of course, we got regular, you know, individuals. But however, from my understanding, there's a lot of drug addicts that usually comes to the plasma center. That's why I say you get a lot of range of different patients, but the majority of the patients are usually patients who you could tell, you know, probably was like drug addicts or whatnot, which is pretty sad. And you know, at the end of the day, everybody has a different story, everybody has a different purpose, but that's the majority of what we were getting at the plasma center I was working at. The plasma center I was working at was kind of like in a bad location with Jacksonville. Also, you know, it was just like a bad area, so we kind of got a mixture of everybody. Like when I tell y'all, everybody. So you never know what type of patient you're dealing with. At the end of the day, don't be shocked by the experiences you see. I'm telling you, I can't really speak and tell you guys everything, but I'm telling you, you do get a different ride of patients. Like, you're gonna have some patients who's gonna make you laugh. You're gonna have some patients who you're gonna literally look at them like, what is going on? So yeah, that's number 2. And the last one I would say, as far as for what they don't tell you about phlebotomy, is that these patients can get you in trouble. The reason why I say that is because with phlebotomy, the first thing you have to do is as soon as you go into a plasma center working as a phlebotomist, you're gonna first go to, if you're a donor, you're gonna first go to the kiosk. Once you go to the kiosk, they ask you questions and stuff like that. Okay, you're done with that. You get in line and you're gonna get screened. That's for the people receptionist. The receptionist is gonna see you after you get done with the kiosk. This is the part where I feel like they get you in trouble. Just with the reception part, and also with being on the donor floor as well too. With the reception part, they get you in trouble because you have to pass certain scores, I would say, when it comes to measuring your total protein, measuring your hemoglobin, measuring all of those type of things, your temperature as well too. If your temperature is too high, we'll tell you to sit down for the first time. The second time it's too high, we'll have to tell you can't donate today. And then the same thing with the total protein. If your total protein is like too much or too less, we'll tell you to kind of what you can't donate. It all just depends. But however, I just know some people, they're kind of like, hey, can you still let me go by? I got my kids in the car, I gotta do this, and it's like, no, like, if you didn't pass, I'm not letting you by. But I'm telling you, a lot of people get you in trouble because they want you to keep on, you know, making sure that they get through and everything like that, and it's not right, because at the end of the day, that puts your job in jeopardy. So at the end of the day, if the patient is literally not able to pass the certain requirements when it comes to receptionists, you want to make sure that you just document that and let them know, look, hey, you cannot donate today, because at the end of the day, that's going to put your job in jeopardy, and you don't want to do that. And not only that, also when you get on the floor, the donor floor, they can sometimes get you in trouble too, because some people will be like, hey, can you just write that I completed this bottle and say something happened to my machine so I can get cashed out and paid out? And I'm like, no, you came here to donate, so you're going to donate a full bottle, and the bottle goes off of the weight. So if you're a certain amount of weight, you could donate 690. If you're a higher, like overweight or whatnot, you have to do a full bottle. So it all just depends. But some people try to get you in trouble by just trying to hurry up the process so they can get money, and it's like, don't risk your job for that. So those are the type of things you want to look out when you're trying to work as a phlebotomist at a plasma center. Hopefully this will be able to help you guys out. Don't forget to leave the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you'll have a good one. Peace, y'all.